I am Tevin Cunningham.
And I'm Raghunandan, and welcome to this week's segment of Pauw Wow TV. Pope Francis has recently settled into his new position. Jessica went around SPU to see what some students had to say about the first ever Jesuit Pope.
In the history of the Catholic Church, there has never been a Jesuit Pope, until now. Pope Francis has recently been appointed into his new position, and with a strong focus on staying humble, great things are expected in the future. I spoke with some students to see how they feel on having a Jesuit Pope to go along with their Jesuit education.
I am incredibly excited to have our first Jesuit Pope. I think he's really awesome. Everything I've heard about him is really positive, and I think really reflects well in the Jesuit community. And as a Catholic, I've kind of been raised with these two other popes who are all about kind of the glamorous lifestyle that the popes have with fashion and just having parades wherever you go. But Francis has been much more humble. I've heard about him going to prisons and washing people's feet, and just being an all-around really relaxed, down-to-earth guy, which I think is what the Catholic Church really needs right now.
I'm pretty happy about it because I've always liked the Jesuit ideals, and now that our Pope is Jesuit, which for the first time ever, which is pretty amazing.
I have a really strong attachment to the Jesuits. My family has been educated by Jesuits for a couple of generations, and they've always been forward thinkers, very progressive, very humanitarian, which is exciting. And I think because I've had a couple of concerns or ideas about things that the church could do as a whole to move forward and to maybe modernize itself more. I mean, I'm no theologian, but I would hope that maybe this would be a sign that the church is going to abandon some of their more archaic traditions for something that might paint them out in a more positive light.
I mean, I don't have any particular feelings about it, but I mean, I think it's cool, you know. I guess it brought people together and got people excited at school. I know I heard a lot about it.
I think having the first Latin Jesuit Pope is actually a great thing. He's very progressive. Also, being in a Jesuit school, we learned that being in a school where academics and education is always a constant thing in your life, you're always learning. It's good to see that now the entire Catholic Church is headed by someone who believes that moving forward is a great idea.
Pope Francis has already shown changes are coming into the papacy, but the journey of the church has just begun. I'm Jessica Hartland, reporting for Pauw Wow TV. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Jess. It seems like we all have high hopes for the new Pope. We all know we're not supposed to text while driving, but many of us are guilty of doing it. Ksenia went to see how student activities is showing students the dangers of texting while driving.
Every Wednesday in the spring, Student Activities puts on fun events for the students on campus to unwind and enjoy the nice weather. This week's event is meant to be fun and educational. The theme is texting and driving, and the students get to find out just how dangerous it is, but in a safe way.
Well, we're here doing a texting and driving event. Basically, we're just showing you how dangerous it could be to text and drive. You would get in the car, you pull a little headset on, you gotta use the gas, the brakes, and the steering wheel. And then we'll tell you to text something, you try and be as safe as you can while you drive.
I feel like it was realistic, but still I drive a lot, and I do catch myself texting and driving once in a while, so I'll still continue doing it, I guess.
I think it's definitely a good idea because it's such a relevant topic. This is something that I think we all do. People don't realize how serious it is until something bad happens.
I personally did well. The simulator guys that were working there said that I was the only one that actually got a perfect score, but that's not to say that you should text and drive, or I should text and drive either, because it's really distracting, because I was still swerving while I was texting and driving, and I didn't even send the right text anyway, so it didn't even work. I think this is a good event. I think it's awesome to show students and anyone else who wants to do the simulator that, you really can't multitask like that. It's really important to have your full attention while you're driving.
What a creative way to spread the word about such an important cause. I'm going to give it a try. I'm Ksenia Stsepyetkina. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Ksenia. And Michelle, do you text while driving?
I certainly do, and I'll tell you my secret. I'm not the one driving. That way I can text all I want. Jersey City is known for having an eclectic mix of cultures. One way to experience it is through food. We sent Pauw reporter Jamie to find out where students are going for their diverse food fix.
Sometimes the food on campus can be a little I spoke to students about where they like to eat around Jersey City.
There's this nice place on Montgomery. It's called Coconuts. It's like Caribbean cuisine, Latin fusion. And sometimes when I go there, I usually get either normal rice and beans, or just they have a really good coconut curry chicken.
What's your favorite place to eat around Jersey City?
I love Panda House.
What do you like to eat at Panda House?
I always get the General Chow's chicken with fried rice.
How much does that cost? Is that gonna like really hurt my wallet here, or what are we talking?
I think it's about $8, and if you spend over 10, like I usually get crab rangoon, it comes with a free soda.
Free soda.
My favorite place to eat is Salamura Ercolano. It's an Italian place on West Side, so they make everything fresh. They have fresh mozzarella, and everything's really good and then cheap as well. It's like $8. My favorite dish is usually their special. It's probably fish or chicken mixed with pasta, and you have a choice between hundreds of drinks. So
one of my favorite places to go off campus is a restaurant called Rasoy. It serves Indian food. It's on Newark Avenue, and you can either order off of the menu or you can go to the buffet, and the buffet has a really wide selection of different entrees and a lot of different kinds of bread. The food is good, and you don't have to be really used to it.
As you can see, no matter what type of food you're craving, you can find it in Jersey City. This is Jamie Lisanti reporting for Pauw Wow TV. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Jamie. If you want to see more diverse restaurants, check out powwow.com to view our student choice food map. In other news, the public was outraged when Rutgers University basketball coach was caught on tape physically and verbally abusing his players. Students shared their thoughts on the situation. Alex?
Passion and intensity are two of the many words that come to mind when you think about sports. But what happens when this same passion that wins games pushes you to the edge and beyond? Rutgers head basketball coach Mike Rice was recently fired for physically and verbally abusing his players. Did he go too far? Here's what students had to say. What is your overall opinion about the incidents at Rutgers University?
When I saw it, I was shocked, but I feel like it happens. It's men's sports. They have to be tough. So, I think it happens, but we just caught it. They saw it. We saw it on camera.
I thought it was an overall messed up situation. I thought the coach kind of neglected the players in a bad way, but I didn't think that his intentions behind what he was doing were bad. He was just trying to make the kids better at the end of the day. Like, I feel in my heart that he had love for those kids. He just expressed it way too strongly.
I think it's disgusting. I think no athlete should ever be treated like that for the hard work that they go through on a daily basis. I think going through it myself with a bad coach, it's heartbreaking because you're trying so hard to just work so hard for your coach. It's mutual respect. Like, you want to work for them. You want to do good for them. And if they are sitting there being abusive, and that's just not motivating you. And it's heartbreaking because you almost look up to your coach for guidance on what to do and how to improve. And if they're putting you down all the time, you really have nowhere to turn.
To be honest with you, I probably would have just did the same thing their players did, because as a player, like, you have the utmost respect for your coach, and you feel like your coach is gonna like try to get the best out of you. So by any means necessary.
I was just shocked. I never seen nothing like that, but all coaches do go hard. They love the game about basketball. They want the best from all their players, so they try to push them, but his overall reaction, it really did get blown out of proportion, and he took it to the extreme by hitting them, grabbing them, pulling them, and he was very physical with them. So,
unfortunately, our athletic director and men's head basketball coach were unavailable to comment on the matter. But as you can see, there are many sides to the story, and students feel strongly about the incidents that occurred. This is Alex Livingston reporting for Pauw Wow TV. Back to you guys.
Let us know what you think. Share your thoughts using the hashtag Pauw Wow TV.
Be sure to check us out on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Well, that's it for today. I'm Tevin Cunningham.
And I'm Raghunandan.
Thanks for watching.